What's good? What's good? We're gonna do something different. Gonna be, I'm gonna be painting. Try something new to keep my brain juices flowing. So I got myself a little, this little Japanese watercolor brush set. I'm actually not very familiar with Japanese watercolors or even watercolors as a whole. I more used to using acrylics, and now I'm going back to learning more gouache. I used to hate gouache, but now I'm experimenting with watercolor. I was inspired by this artist named Bryce Coe, and he says that he uses watercolors to. Oh shoot! I better get a napkin. Hold on, I'll be right back. Napokine. Bombo clate. Mi bombo. Okay. I have a little palette here I want to mix this in with. So I'm probably doing this all wrong, but fuck it, man. Fuck it. Let me see. I don't want to do a whole thing. Let me see here. Bryce was saying how he would use watercolors because he can quickly lay down values on the go, and I just love the way he works. Again, his name is Bryce Coe. He did concept art for a lot of games like Sea of Stars and what's the other one? The Messenger. Okay, I'm just gonna start laying this shit down. So he was saying how like he can quickly get stuff down, and I just want to understand that a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. And he would mix like he would mix colors with each other, so the pigment kind of like bleeds through as he transitions. I gotta slow down some. Ooh, that's a thick boy. That is a thicky boy. I remember using watercolors when I was like in high school. But now I'm just approaching this more like inks, which is cool. Like being able to just approach this like my brush pen. It's a little bit too much water. And I remember with waters, I can't go back on top with white, so I gotta retain my highlights as so. But anyways, hope you guys have been well. I'm getting back into the groove of things. I gotta be more intentional with my markings. Just figure out shape more than anything. Oof. Okay. Okay. I got some water. Got some perps. And I need a bigger sketchbook. I would love a bigger sketchbook. So I'm gonna order that today. So I don't have to work so small here. And then now, see if I can do something like Stewie General shade. If I'm quiet, it's because I'm trying to get used to this. I'm not used to this. So you guys are just seeing me fail. This is honestly, this might as well be my first time using watercolors. But I'm still trying to apply basics of just value. And then I gotta wait for some of the stuff to dry, right? Okay. Getting used to doing the brush. I'm also inspired by Peach Momoko. I love her art style. She did a lot of the Marvel covers. She's recently been, well, not recently, she's been working with Marvel for a while now, and she blew up, but I just thought it was so cool in all this advent of AI that and technology. Here's an artist who's just doing everything traditionally, and I just thought that was so sick. Yeah, I thought it was just so cool. Like all these tech bros going like, yeah, AI is the way to go, man. It's the future. And then here comes a woman who's like, you know what? How about I just stick to using traditional paints and inks and not have to worry about any of that? And she does. Like she'll do, I don't know if she enhances her work digitally, but you see her work and she'll just like do everything traditional. Even her drawing pad, everything about it was so cool. So person. Okay, so now I need to get better lines here because the values are getting lost. I don't like it. Whoa. Okay. Fuck it. We'll make do. We'll make do. Ugh. Okay, I'm fucking up here, but that's alright. You guys are seeing me just go with it. I am gonna just go along. Yeah, so yeah, man, Bryce Coe, all those people. And I see him, he'll do this in his figure drawing workshop, and I thought that was so cool. Like when he goes figure drawing, he would take his portable brush set. This eye is getting, she has like a black eye, what the fuck? He'll take his portable brush set and then just start working during the figure drawing workshop, and I thought that was sick. You know what? Fuck it. Might as well just make this really dark. And I'm gonna do another one. She's got crazy Terminator eyes. You know what I should do? I should like practice doing like Marvel characters, because I want to study from doing, like I want to study from life, of course. Like I should have a reference up of some sort so I could, maybe it'll get my studies to be more efficient rather than me freehanding it like this and learning on the go. But hey, yeah, I think I should do like some Marvel portraits. Oh shoot, this is, what's cool about this is like, I could add a lot of water to this to make it more opaque. Well, not opaque, sorry. Adding more opacity so I can make it as light as I want, which is hard because I'm realizing I gotta have more self-control. So, let's see. See, this is like a thicker boy, huh? Bryce Cole, give me your energy. I am channeling you right now. Let me channel that energy of yours. Oh. So, but again, hope you guys have been well. I realize it's been a minute. I've just been busy with a lot of things, and also just taking a step back and being more present. And by present, I mean being more present with my video games. I've been playing Resident Evil. I've been playing RE9, and I love that game. I love that game so much. It's growing to be, I think it's actually going to be one of my favorite Resident Evil games. Okay, so this part, okay, I got to be careful. I don't want to make the same mistake that I did here. I want a lighter value. So I'm going to add more water. If logic tells me from what I've been learning, I got to add more water to this. Okay, here we go. Is that better? See, I should have waited for this to dry. That's the problem. Wet on wet, watercolor. Ooh, ooh. Oh well. We live and learn. Y'all, this is my You guys are seeing me go through the pitfalls. Yeah, anyways, Resident Evil. Resident Evil, man, that game. Is this dry now? Okay, I think this is dry. I love that game. Oh shit, it's too much water. It's been such a good time. In my opinion, I said this in another video. I said like how I think that's the best story out of all the RE games. Especially they play upon like the nostalgia factor on things, but not to the point where it's just fan service for the sake of fan service. But it's like just subtle hints of what happened to certain characters. I'm not going to spoil anything. And seeing Leon like have survivor's guilt, I think that's what people call. It was just so good. It was so good. If you don't like horror games, I still recommend you guys at least like watch a Let's Play. Is a hot take, but I think horror games are cozy. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Horror games are cozy. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I'm overworking that piece. So what I like about this is that there's big contrast of lights and darks. So I want to retain that. I think Bryce had something like that. But this time I'm gonna, let's see. I'm gonna see if I could do, I'm just gonna do a shape. Okay, so I want to take my time. So yeah, RE, man. I've been playing games, huh? I've been drawing a lot too. Definitely doing a lot of that. Whoa, her hairline is like way down here. That's okay. So going from light to dark, I guess that'll help. I gotta cheat this. Okay, this is like not looking too hot over here. So what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna do this. I gotta be careful. I realize I gotta be more intentional with my strokes here. Anyways. And also I've been playing Overwatch. Leveling up. Me and my lady, we've been, whatchamacallit, been grinding. Just not necessarily playing ranked, but we were trying to get better with our characters. So that's been a lot of fun. That game is great. I understand all the hate, mostly because of, I think Overwatch is a fantastic game ran by a terrible company. They've gotten better now, so I think. I mean, I don't know. But it's been cool. I think. I'm hopeful for the game. That game, I really enjoy that game. Okay, I gotta slow down. I'm like rushing this. Gotta be more intentional. Okay, channel Bryce Cole, channel Peach Momoko, Mini Hammanama. Okay. Hammanama. Jesus. These are some cool brushes though. So what I did is like I'm trying to put water here to use rather than trying to ruin my beautiful brush set here. I mean my palette. Paints. What am I talking about? Let's see what happens. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this. Yeah, man. I am moving. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to have fun with these. Let's do a shot from bottom up. That won't make sense. The lighting has to make sense. Look at default bottom down. Yeah, back on that ovary watch, man. Ovary watch. Okay. I think. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Get lines down. Anyways. Hey. Hey, hope you guys are drawing along. Y'all better be fucking drawing along. Ah. Okay, what did he do again? He did something like... He has like a background of sorts. Tried his green. So how do I, the question is, how do I clean this up so it's not screwing up my palette next time? That's the question. Oh shit, whatever. So I'm trying. But more importantly, I'm just trying to get used to this. I just got to keep doing repetition. I just got to keep doing reps, you know? It's like working out. It's not going to be good the first time, nor the second, nor the third. But eventually, you shall find a balance within the force. Okay. I'm going to try and do... All right. Let me see. Look up line of action. Line of action. Using a figure drawing website where they show where they have a whole variety of anatomy stuff, or just figure drawing, gesture drawings. Okay. I want to be intentional here. Let me see if I can get this leg. Oh shit, hold on. That should be up here, right? So you guys can see. Dude's got, he's like in this leaning pose. Whoa, what a crazy looking muscle. I gotta work out my legs too. Okay, so here I'm thinking it could be like very light. And then I might just do like a little thing like that. Oh, that's crazy. It's a crazy looking muscle. What? Okay, and then let's see how many minutes do I have here. Okay, quickly lay down value. Got 10 seconds. Got 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, next pose. Okay, let me just finish this. Okay, okay, Bryce. I see why you use this. This is very nice. Just get on with it, huh? Just get on with it. Okay, next pose. I'm just gonna pick. Actually, what I should do is a face. Let's practice some faces. 2 minutes. Sorry, my brain is all over the place right now. Okay. Take time, take time. Studies. And normally, like, I don't recommend just doing a study and then forgetting about it. I don't think that's a good idea because you're not going to retain a lot of the information that that you just copied, right? Like, okay, this needs more volume. This part needs to be more like this. Should have like a minute. It's got light here. Woo. This is hard, yo. But I'll get there. It's like he's about a nut. What the hell? Okay. It's so hard because it's not like a brush pen where I just have like everything's like consistent. I have to have so much control over this thing and it's like struggling. It's okay though. Okay. All right, I'm gonna be more abstract here. Oh yeah, I should be talking, right? Should I be focusing? Okay, so just the light. This whole thing should be like this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Kind of getting there. All right. Stay with me. Oh, no, 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 capture the shape. Channel. Channel the artists that you admire. I admire everybody, to be honest. I have so many influences. If people were to ask me, like, hey, what's your favorite artist? I'm gonna be like, and I mean this, I'm genuinely inspired by almost anybody. Anybody, as long as you don't have like a fucking stuck up attitude, like a ego about yourself. Like, yeah, man, I'm the best. Unless you can prove it, right? Unless like you could show that you're the best. That's one thing. But if you're just like a person who just doesn't work and then is always critiquing other people's work, but you don't do any work. But then as a whole, even beginners, people who are first starting off, I think some of my biggest inspiration for drawing are people who don't um, like people who don't do art and then they kind of fall into it by just practicing. I mean that. Like I like to see when like beginner artists draw. It motivates me to get better. I'm like, oh shit, because that's like the hardest part, right? I think in art is the hardest part about it is the beginning stages, like when you're first learning, because you just don't have any reference point and nothing looks good or like semi even like decent. This is too much water. What the fuck's happening? Um, dude, I got all these fucking colors and I'm not utilizing them. Come on. Come on, Moish. Yeah, I think for beginner artists, it's extremely difficult because you just don't have a reference point. You don't know where to start. You don't know if whatever it is that you're studying is right. So I always found that to be very inspiring because you got to be very brave to do that, you know? You got to be like, oh my God. Ooh. Oh shit, she just smeared. Anyways. Yeah. It's hard, man. It's not easy. It is not easy. I mean, art is always going to be hard, but I don't know. I think that it's like somebody who goes to the gym. I mentioned this in another video too of like somebody who's overweight, they're unhealthy, they've never really worked out in their life. And I find it so inspiring. And sometimes I kind of like tear up when I see those people at the gym. They're just by themselves and they're just trying to get better. One thing that I'll never do, I may talk a lot of shit, right? I talk a lot of shit. But if someone's putting in effort, man, I can't hate on that. I will never hate on that. Um, I can't hate on that. If anything, I'm like inspired by. I'm in awe. I'm telling you, like I see these people at the gym, and they're really trying. And you know how hard it is when you're I can only imagine like how hard it is, like when you're overweight and then you're trying to run on a treadmill and you just get gas and then you don't see any progress for a long time. Whoa, this is what the fuck? This is holding up so much water. This is whoa, this is so much water. Okay. But yeah, truly, man, truly, I'm like in awe by people like that. It's fucking hard, dude. So this is so bad, but it's okay. I'm learning. I'm not used to watercolor. Um, I should do it this way. This. It's funny. I feel like these are. Whatever. Go this way now, because why not? So, yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier, I truly mean this. As much as I talk a lot of shit, I don't hate on progress. I would never hate on someone's progress. I might critique it, whatever, sure, but I'm never gonna be like, ha ha, look at you trying. That's always crazy to me. Like, you got professional haters out there. Look, I'm all for hating if like the person's a fucking like that's your op, right? Like you show up to his funeral when he dies or when they die just to show, just to make sure that they're dead, you know? um, but if somebody's like really trying, I would never make fun of him for it. Definitely, like I might have some thoughts on what's working, what's not working. I could, sure, you can have your opinion, but to like hate on somebody for just trying is crazy. Or just trying to do something with themselves, you know? I will say when I was younger, I think when I was like a kid, um, I used to be a hater, but it's mostly because of myself, you know what I mean? It's about you realize you're a hater because you're just projecting. You feel me? You're just projecting your own insecurities. And so you're a hater. Oh shit. Too much water still. I'm still trying to get used to this water control. Oh my god, it's so much water. That's okay though. Oh shit, dude, this is like, okay. All right, I'll just get better. Slowly, slowly getting used to this. So yeah, I'm truly inspired by like a lot of artists, especially my friends too. Uh, like my friends and people that are close to me, I'm always like in awe by what they're doing. So I gotta paint in shapes more. I realize I'm not painting in shapes. I'm trying to approach this like a drawing, and it's not working for me. Okay. Stop painting in shapes more. I mean, stop painting like a drawing. Hmm. Okay, I got it now. Watch this. Watch me. I'm gonna take volume. Um, yeah. Yeah. One here. I'm just making little landmarks. Just gotta slow down. What have I been drawing for? I don't know. Even though I'm like failing here, I'm having a lot of fun. So yes, I am drawing a little bit, right? I'm drawing, but that's because I'm just trying to, since I'm not using like a pencil, I need this to make my little landmarks. Okay, so hers is up here. So that's that. This is this volume. Okay, slow down, Moish. Slow down. Stop rushing. Okay, that feels a little bit better. Okay, take your time, Moish. Take your time. But okay, now that I'm seeing some semblance of an image, all right, let me get back to yapping. So, artists, I love them all. Dead ass, as the kids say. As the kids might say. I'm genuinely inspired by a lot of people, especially my friends and family. Anybody who's just doing anything. Even you know, if you're drawing along, first of all, thank you guys for the comments. It's really cool that you guys are practicing along with me. So just hearing that, like hearing you guys say, hey, this has been really good to draw along to, or to just have in the background. That is my purpose with this channel. You feel me? Ya dig. Ya dig. So, thank you. And hopefully this is an easy listen, a chill listen. Oh shit, I just know this water's gonna bop me right now. It's also the reason, oh shit, see? I knew it. I knew it, my sixth sense, man. Maybe I just need more water. Okay, yeah, let's do this. A wash. Paint the shape. Paint shapes, Mush. Paint shapes. Go back to the basics. See, even this is so much water right now. I'm just gonna use it to move it around. Let me try this one. Okay. Shapes. Painting shapes. Whoa, that's way too dark. I don't like that. And like again, I go to the gym and I'll see these guys like hit the treadmill, or they're trying to lift weights and they're very obese, and I'm like, dude, I'm about to cry because I know how hard that is. I don't know the exact feeling, but I can only imagine how hard that is. You know how much like bravery and self-esteem you have to build up to even attempt that, because you're eventually you're just fed up, right? You're just fed up with like not being healthy or whatever, and then you just find the courage to just go and do the thing. A lot of people won't do it, right? A lot of people will just like fall on the wayside. They'll just not do anything. And it's even harder when you see these people by themselves. You just see them like they're just on their own. They come to the gym and they try to be consistent too. They come to the gym maybe 3 or 4 times a week. That's got to count for something, man. That's a human spirit like calling to you when you're just fed up and you say, you know what, I'm tired of feeling miserable, being made fun of or whatever, and you just like try to go Super Saiyan, you bring out the Goku in you. This would be a lot easier if I had a sketch, but whatever. I'm just gonna go in here. This is also I've been I've been so inspired by seeing all these people, like these painters and traditional artists like work, that it makes me want to also tackle this stuff because I've been working digital for so long, um, and I even though I enjoy it, right? Like I could work digital, no problem. But just being more hands-on like this has been really fun. And you guys are just seeing me along my journey, me making terrible mistakes, and that's what I want. I want to just be real and not be like, hey guys, here's a perfect thing I made. Like and subscribe and tune in to and make sure you sign up for my class. There's only 2 spots left. If you want to paint, well, no hate on those guys. I'm just talking shit, y'all. Oh my God, look at this. Look. It's like bleeding over. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, whew, this is. I don't know, Bryce. I don't know. This shit is kind of hard. But don't worry. I'll get used to it. Ooh, that value. It's not it. That value's not it. Okay, now I'm going to do a very light wash. Okay. Dude, these highlights are not it, dude. the critic in me is coming out. Like, dude, this. Okay. Coming along. Coming along. All right, now. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. So motivation, huh? How about that? How about that? You know, this is why I say to people, like, you always have to surround yourself with people that encourage you, who might like they might poke fun at you at times, but at the end, they're like, hey, man, hey, good shit, bro. Good shit. You know, you fucking did it. You fucking doing it. Good shit, y'all. Like, that's the kind of people you want to be around. Even if they don't do art. You want to be around people who encourages you, who, when their concerns, like if they were to say something, they're not necessarily trying to bring you down. Maybe they're just trying to give you perspective on things, but just surround yourself with people who want the best for you. And yeah. And people who like doubt your skill, who say like, you can never do that. Do not be around those people. Never be around those people. Well, something, right? Something. Oops. I still gotta paint with shapes. I gotta get better. It's okay. I'm gonna make this a mission. I'm gonna try and do this like every day. Every day, yeah. What the color? Okay. All right, I should move on. Bryce, Peach Momoko, how do you guys do? How do y'all do it? Okay. It's too long. Volume. With green. Anyways, hey, some people have been asking about art school stuff. Some people have been saying, hey, what do I do, man? Do I pursue this art thing? Is it even worth it? I can't answer that for you. I will, unless you know you really enjoy art, you know, that's like, that would be the biggest factor. Is this something that you want to learn and do for yourself, or do you want to do it purely for the entertainment and fame? And I feel like a lot of people, there's a lot of artists out there who they like the idea of being an artist more so than just doing the art. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but like, yeah, they will, they like the idea of the popularity. They like the idea of being part of some big name company. And I mean, who doesn't, right? Who doesn't want to work for Blizzard? Who doesn't want to do that? But if that's your goal, I mean, you could do it. You could be that person, but is that what you want? Is that why you want to get into art? Is so you can be part of some like big name company? Or do you want to do it because you just want to learn and get better and make cool stuff? Just ask yourself that. There's no wrong way, not saying you gotta do one or the other. But you gotta ask yourself, what do you want to get into this art thing for? You want to create cool things? You want to be able to work for a giant studio? Because you can do it, you know, no matter what your mindset is, you can do it. Mm-hmm. Trial and error. I realize my approach to this, I have to be more slow because I'm not really thinking about how I'm approaching this. I'm just kind of going into like a default mode. It's not working too hot. Uh-oh. I think my neighbors are fighting again. If you guys don't know, I have these neighbors. They're an older couple. And the man, he's very nice. He seems, well, on the surface, right? But his girlfriend is always like yelling at him for something. And I'm like, what the hell did you do to piss her off, man? Like, what's going on? What are you doing? Like the other day, she was like, you're a fucking liar. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. I'm like, what? What's happening? You're a fucking liar. My God, dog. And she was like, you're supposed to be there. Also, those of you guys are wondering, Moish, why are you listening in to your neighbors? That's because my walls are thin. Pause. But yeah, he's like, you're supposed to be there at 4:30, but you weren't there. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, I can hear him right now. Damn. I gotta be more. Okay, I'm realizing my mistakes here, which is a lot. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Slow down. Slow down. And observe. This is step 1. This is step 2. And then I'm gonna repeat. And then I'm gonna lay my stroke. Stroke. And then do it again. Repeat. Slow down and observe. Okay, that's what I gotta do. Oh my God, this feels so much more comfortable. I can just lay down my pens here. Oh, Jesus. Wow, this feels so good. And it's because I'm not used to watercolor. Okay. You're a piece of shit. I think she's Chile, Argentina. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. I'm like, God damn, bro. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you. Like, what? Because what are you doing to that woman to make her so pissed off? You know, that's my question. Okay, so I'm just going over with pen. I'm cheating here. Low-key cheating. See, because I'm supposed to get all this down with value, but hey, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I wanna do. Look at this guy. Okay. You know what this reminds me of? You ever worked in a digital program and you do the line art, right? So you do the line art and then you lay colors underneath. And then after you do the colors underneath, you turn off the layers or you turn off the line art and then it becomes this like jagged mess underneath. That's what this looks like to me. Cheating here. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. What am I doing? Okay. Dude. Yay! These, I'm gonna just leave it like this. I don't want to go over it with pen. I'm okay with these. How long have we been? Holy Jesus. An hour and 15 minutes, huh? All right, y'all. You know what? I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna continue practicing on my own. You guys have a good one. I love you guys. Please be good to yourself and be smooth to yourself. Bye-bye.